Do you know the Polish saying, czego ja się nie nauczył, tego ja nie będzie umiał? What does this mean? It means that the best time to learn a language is at a young age. What does this actually mean? Why is it so relatable and true? What? Why is it going backwards? Hello, my name is Sonia. I'm 11 years old, and I'd like to introduce you to one of my deepest passions, learning languages. Scientists have proved that up to the age of 6, we learn languages very easily, and up to the age of 14, we absorb them very easily. However, it depends on the language intensity in the youngest years. I started learning ever since I was a toddler. In preschool, I met loads of friends from different countries, mostly from England. So I started learning English at 2.5 years old, and then started learning Spanish at 4.5 years old. I had the best teacher ever, Juana. Juana never spoke to me in Polish. Maybe the main reason was that she can't. But our lessons were always fun. We played games, we sang songs, we watched telenovelas, and also talked about her childhood and just hang around. Well, also recently I started learning German, and this happened at around 9 years old. And the beginning was really harsh. I learned new German words, 200 in 1 week. And this time I also have a really great teacher. And I have learned so much. However, I still want to help others who would like to learn a language. So I wrote a blog about how to learn a language easier, quicker, and in a more fun way. And I would like to give you some tips about how to learn language. So the first thing, you shouldn't start from grammar. It's the worst thing you could start off. You should first start off by learning words and building sentences. And also, the second thing, one of the most effective tools while learning a language is mnemonics. There are 3 rules of mnemonics: the more the better, personalization, and oddity. Between weird and interesting, we could put an equal sign. Our brain will not remember such a basic view as a black Mercedes on the road, no offense. But if this car suddenly grows wings and starts to sing the song, I Believe I Can Fly, you'll never forget it. Colors, non-typical, sounds, exaggeration, movement, all this makes it easier for us to remember. I also invented a new way of learning a language. I call them word associations. These are basically cards with words with associations to words in a different language. I made 2 in French for today. So in French, pull means hen. And I associate pull with something being pulled, for example, on a string. So to remember that we're talking about a hen, I associate a hen being pulled on a string. Hibou means in French owl. I associate this with someone saying hi to something saying boo. To remember that we're talking about an owl, I associate an owl saying boo. Mind map. It gives us a huge chance to show off our imagination. And I think I don't have to explain what a mind map is, so I'll just leave it. We draw using colors and have a great time too. The most important things while learning a language is to practice, have fun, and use mnemonics. Now I wanted to teach you 2 new words in a foreign language, which I will reveal in just in the next 30 seconds. So, and also using my technique of word associations. So the first word is samaki, and samaki means fish. So I associate this with samaki. For you sushi lovers, you know what I'm talking about, a type of sushi, being laid on a plate in the shape of a fish. So, how do you say fish? I can't hear you. How do you say fish? Okay. So this one's my personal favorite. In our foreign language, bui bui means spider. I associate this with a spider swinging on a swing set. How do you say spider? Great, that was loud enough. And how do you say fish? How do you say spider? Well then, congratulations. You have learned 2 new words in Swahili. So I'd like to invite you to my site for more. And if you have any questions or things that you'd like to, see on my site, contact me and I'll fix it. Thank you for listening to my speech.